Hello and welcome to another session of Me Programming Daily. Today I'll be continuing my work on my new syntax for the simplified Dracon designed language. The working title is Wyvern. During the last session, I think we started implementing the left and right branch identifiers. Today, I think I'll continue doing the same. I just had some thoughts about how we could approach it. If we look at the temp, this is what I initially had in mind, but this could be a little bit tricky to lex. So I think it would be simpler if I just do it slightly differently. One rule that I would like to introduce for myself is just for the new syntax. First, it needs to work, meaning I should be able to produce correct Dracon/Wyvern types. And two, it should be pretty and functional and easy to use. But for now, let's just focus on making it work with the lexer, and then we'll try to parse it, and then I believe we can start constructing types. So in order to make it work, we don't need the indentation. We need something like this, like brackets, in order to determine where is the start and where is the end of every branch for a fork. So here, this left is a nested left. So yes, indentation will make our life easier, but for now, let's not devote too much attention to it. So something like this. It's just a visual thing. If we didn't have this visual cue, the process should still work. And I think it doesn't have to look the prettiest, but it has to work. We should be able to produce the Dracon/Wyvern types reliably based on this proposed initial version of the syntax. I hope you have your drink of choice ready. Today I'm having green tea. So let's get started. So the actual input is slightly different. We have this L. So before we change it, let's work a little bit on the lexer. So white spaces we ignore, but in order not to forget what this is supposed to be doing, this is capturing a block. Yeah, we don't have it started yet, do we? I hope it starts. Okay, block, extract block. You know what? Maybe let's do it like this. Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? This is starting to get a little bit unwieldy, so let's just do this. Block 1, start, block 2, block 3, left branch, right branch, end. So according to our temp, which we probably should split to the right as a reference. We don't need this. Also, we don't need the white spaces. It's an identifier. Curly brackets, that's the word, is that it? Curly brackets, yes. That's not exactly what I wanted to do. Right branch identifier. Okay, let's see how it works now. Left branch identifier, opening curly bracket. Right branch identifier, opening curly bracket. Look for end. Okay, now let's close those brackets. Opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket. left branch, opening, closing, right. Okay, so this is working fine. And now we can just add more stuff here. We can actually just do this. Oh, not quite. Let's see the lexer for the content. Yeah, content is not allowed to have a dash. Let's change that. We need more sophisticated punctuation. Okay, so what do we have here? Opening curly bracket. So I'm assuming this is correct. I don't want to check it line by line, but at the same time, I have no reason to doubt that it is correct. All right. So it is probably complete-ish for now. Simple. Simple. Okay, we're going to commit this. Now we can remove the temp. Now let's see what other diagrams we have. Primitive 1, 2, 3. Let's see. So we can already represent something like this. That's good. We can already represent something like this. This is good. And I believe something like this is also not a challenge. Let's see a silhouette diagram. So at this point, we don't really have a way of representing two things. One is the headlines and addresses boxes. So for those of you who are new, these are headline blocks, and these are address blocks. And also, we don't have a way of representing non-natural connection. So for this block, a natural connection would be to go back to this skewer, but we're saying, no, you're going to loop back to its parent. So I'm going to create lexer 4. And in lexer 4, the input represents a sample silhouette diagram with non-standard connections. And I believe this is where we will stop recording today. Well, after we have this lexer 4 done. And in future sessions, we're going to look into how to translate the sequence of these tokens that the lexers produce into meaningful Dracon types, Dracon or Wyvern. Okay. We'll need input. Actually, I'm going to copy everything I have for lexer 3. Input is going to be the same for now. Lexer, we don't care, it will be regenerated. So I can delete it. Lexer 3, let's rename it. Now, Cabal file. Example 4, even though it doesn't exist yet. And main. Let's call it. All right, it's doing something. I'm trusting that it's doing the right thing. First commit. Okay, so we have this committed. Or maybe let's push. Let's try to figure out now how to represent one of those two new things. Let's write them down to do. Non-standard connections and also address. What do we want to start with? Let's maybe start with non-standard connections. So non-standard connections used to be a part of, or are still a part of skewer block. There's a type called connected skewer blocks. And only there we can have this identifier. So a connected skewer blocks type can only be present in a fork. So let's go back to our lexer for input. So for example, this would be connected skewer blocks. Should we just place it like this? Just like an identifier. If we do it like this, we would have to modify the lexer slightly. let's have all these pointing at 3. It is not correct Dracon or Wyvern, because these lines will definitely cross, but it doesn't matter. For now, they will be validated later. For now, let's go back to that lexer. Solo identifier, let's call it. Now to find it. So we have the blocks identified still correctly. So those identifiers are not affected. The first one that we should spot is in fork 3 left branch. Fork 3 left branch identifier, opening curly bracket, first block, second block, third block, solo identifier 3, closing curly bracket. Okay, so it is working. So let's remove it from the to-do. Now address and headline blocks. Let's think how we could represent them in this new syntax. So a headline is just an identifier for a skewer. So we could potentially do an identifier. Let's call it 3H1. So because a silhouette diagram needs to open with headlines, let's organize them slightly differently. If this is not L but a headline, it means that it's a silhouette diagram. That's 3, 2H1, 2H2. Oh, and we could have an identifier just here. H2. So the identifier, a solo identifier should still work on this. It should still work on this. So technically, we could just do something like this. Just slightly different. To H1A. Oh, this is starting to get complex. hello. Two, maybe 211, 212. Hello. 213. And then we go to address, to headline number, well, identified by 2H2. Let's call it 2. Maybe not. Let's rename them. It is very complex, but it's also very descriptive. 2H2, 2H2, 1. That's it. Or let's just call it an action. And because this skewer does not have an address, oh, do we need an address here? I don't think we need an address. I think I may have overlooked it. Let's see the white paper. I don't think there should be an address in the last headline skewer. Let's go straight to the end. Let's see. Yep. There's no headline. Sorry, there is no address. So this is something we'll have to correct. Let's create an issue. How do we classify it? Let's call it a bug. Yeah, this is not correct. But this is, and I think we can just parse it. And it should work. I don't think I had to build it. Oh, and it did parse. So let's see what we get. What am I doing? And the input is going to be this. Start, and also let's isolate the end. solo identifier, opening curly brackets, block, 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 solo identifier 2h2, closing curly bracket. Let's try that to keep the indentation. Opening curly bracket. Perfect. Yeah, it looks like it's working. That's it. That's all of our lexers done, I think. Okay, so probably in the next episode, next session, we'll try to resolve this issue where the address block should not be present in the input or in the output. For now, though, I think we're done. Let's just make sure we have everything. Oh, and a README. Let's not forget. Right. I think that's it. So thank you very much for your attention today. Next session we'll be correcting the Dracon renderer not to require that last address block. And yeah, looking forward to it. Have a great day. Bye.